Thank you to Blaze Edgeward. Why did I say Edgeward? Thank you to Blaze Starward for funding this episode of FOSS Spot. This is actually the first episode of FOSS Spot that actually cost me money to make because of props. So check out his channel using the link in the description. It's Halloween, which means I need to dress up. But my Half-Life 2 Gordon Freeman costume isn't shipping until November 3rd. Dang it, Kmart. Luckily, I got a backup costume. I think it's amazing. Some I'll be recording. I left out some candy for trick-or-treaters just so that they don't have to knock on my door.
This is a news show. We don't care about your Halloween stuff.
Wow, why do you have to be so demanding? Also, your costume is very scary, and this is a family-friendly channel, and I don't think that's family-friendly. This video was sponsored by NordVPN, is what quite a few YouTubers have been saying on this website recently. But one of NordVPN's servers in Finland got breached. Basically, NordVPN hires data center providers to run their server for them, and an attacker exploited an insecure remote management system left by said data center provider that Nord claims didn't even know existed. Nord luckily has a zero logs policy where they don't chat, collect, or share your private data. So because of this, there weren't any user activity logs or even usernames or passwords collected on the server. But the person who got into the server could have performed a complicated man-in-the-middle attack to intercept a connection that tried to access NordVPN, and they could have redirected them to some virus-related malware site or a phishing site or something. There was some controversy about how long Nord took to discover this breach. This breach happened around 19 months ago, and this breach got discovered by Nord 3 months ago, but they didn't tell us until, like, this week. But other than that, I still trust Nord. But now I have a scheduled time where I laughed about NordVPN getting hacked, and oh, it's that time now. NordVPN got hacked. GitHub removed the APK of an app that allowed people to organize protests in the Spanish-controlled Catalonia. This app, titled Tsunami Democratic, I think? How on earth, is that how you pronounce it? I think it is. This app allowed protesters to organize protests, as well as register for protests, actions, and check in when they get to the protest. The app even asked them to be nonviolent, but that did not stop the Spanish government from requesting GitHub to take down that app. TechCrunch actually showed a screenshot of the app right here, and it was in Catalonian, but luckily someone named
Agustin Covarrubias
from my Discord server translated it, and I put the translations in GIMP, so the light and dark blue text are translations. GitHub wrote a statement saying,
"From time to time, GitHub receives requests from governments to remove content that has been declared unlawful in their local jurisdiction. Although we may not always agree with those laws, we may need to block content if we receive a valid request from a government official so that our users in that jurisdiction may continue to have access to GitHub to collaborate and build software."
I know, very long and boring statement. I wouldn't be surprised if you put this video speed to 2x. I'm slightly annoyed that GitHub did take the app down, although I believe the app is still available on its website. And GitHub also would have been blocked in Spain if they didn't do this, so I honestly don't blame them. KeePass XC 2.5.0 came out with several new features. KeePass XC is an open source password manager which started out as a fork of the KeePass fork called KeePassX, which is no longer maintained. However, there's no cloud sync in KeePass XC like most password managers. It's mostly stored locally, although you can sync it through third-party cloud services such as Google Drive. There's also a browser extension to have browser integration, which is cool. KeePass XC 2.5.0 just came out with the ability to export a database to an HTML file, which allows you to easily print your passwords onto a piece of paper and store them in like a drawer or something. But that's not all. It also re-enabled support for Wayland, which was previously removed in another version. There's also an redesigned unlock dialog and reworked entry preview panel. There's also support for importing 1Password OP vault files, the ability to lock databases, and of course many more features which can be viewed in the sources below. Alright, I'm gonna go do some trick-or-treating. Tux, can you do the distro news?
Fine, but first we have to show those cool Linux setups. Voyager Linux 19.10 GE came out. This Ubuntu-based distro is coming out with GNOME Shell 3.34 and kernel 5.3. GE is its GNOME edition was the version that got upgraded. Its version hasn't been upgraded since Voyager 18.04. There's also a Debian version and a Debian gaming version. Ghost BSD got an update. It's got FE multi-boot for support hardware, a changed ISO boot setup, net mount services were removed, bug fixes, and that's it. Fedora 31 got released with GNOME 3.34, Python 3 instead of 2, and the Docker package has been removed in favor of G-Group's version 2. Wow, they removed 32-bit support. I am so sad.
Alright, so, I went trick-or-treating, but today's actually October 30th and not the 31st, which means that I didn't get any candy. I guess you could say that was a Fortnite moment.
You are literally an idiot.
Well, Cooke is leaving the Ubuntu team after being director of the Ubuntu team since 2014. He announced that he left Canonical through a tweet, and Martin Wimpress from the Ubuntu Mate is going to be the new director of the Ubuntu team. One thing this makes me wonder about is if Ubuntu will become a Mate distro instead of GNOME, since Martin Wimpress previously ran the Ubuntu Mate team. I mean, we just have Ubuntu Mate of Mutiny, and boom, you got a great recreation of classic Ubuntu of Unity. Overall though, even if Ubuntu doesn't switch to the Mate desktop, I still believe that Ubuntu is in good hands. The Haxe, I think, A-H-A-X. The Haxe Foundation has released version 4.0.0 of its cross-platform development toolkit. According to alternative2.net, it now, quote, features universal Unicode support, new syntax for specifying function types, and arrow function syntax to greatly simplify callback functions, unquote. It also has a new high-performance runtime called HashLink, which is replacing the Nuco, which N-E-K-O, I think I pronounced it right, which is the previous high-performance runtime. It's also got support for the keyword, quote, final, unquote, Evil, which is a new, faster built-in Haxe interpreter, auto-using for types, IDE Service Protocol, which is a new protocol for IDEs for better IDE support, and many more features. If you want to see all of them, I have links to both the Alternative 2 article and the release from the wiki from the Haxe Foundation. The Deepin team is deep in development. I'm sorry for the joke. The Deepin team is deep in development of an overhaul for its desktop. Deepin released a video of the up-and-coming version 20 of Deepin, and I think I'm gonna be the first to say that it looks like if Windows 7 and Chrome OS had a baby. It's a full-screen launcher that reminds me a lot of macOS Launchpad, but it's normal Windows 7 start menu, just looks like Windows 7 with rounded corners. For checkout today, we got Pastel. What Pastel does is it allows you to do several things with terminal colors. For example, you could generate a list of random colors, generate a set of visually distinct colors, mix two colors, or you could do pick colors, which is what I'm gonna do. So basically, Pastel lets you opens up a color picker, and it has a bunch of terminal colors right here, and you could choose one using your color picker. So if I wanted this cool shade of green, then you just click on it and it gives you a bunch of info for it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, now for viewer comments. Tux, read them out loud.
Vozy Cozy X commented. Based on show communist Hong Kong setup.
What he was referring to was a pro Hong Kong Linux setup I shared on last week's episode, and yep, that's exactly what it is.
Isaiah Briggs commented. LOL, you just got banned in China.
Yes, I did get banned in China now. So, sorry if you're a viewer from China, but even though YouTube's blocked, you're probably never going to be able to watch my videos anymore, so rip. Alright, I'm gonna go get some sleep so that I could stay up as late as possible.